Hi, welcome to Crafternoon. Today we're going to be looking at the book Nobody Hugs a Cactus by Carter Goodrich, and we're going to be creating a fun little cactus craft. It looks like this. All of your supplies are in your craft kit, but first let's take a look at the book. Because copyright permissions have changed a little bit now that we've progressed into COVID, I'm no longer able to read the entire story to you on video. So know that this book is available at the library. We have several copies that you can check out for your enjoyment. It's a fun little story about this prickly cactus named Hank. And Hank lives all by himself in a house in the desert, and that's just exactly the way he likes it. But every now and then, somebody would roll by and interrupt his peace and quiet, and that made him even pricklier. He would start to relax, and then someone else would saunter by, and on and on and on. And as the story progresses, you will find out whether or not Hank loses his prickliness and maybe decides he likes to be around people. So we are going to be creating this craft, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a little bit. But I do want to remind you that if you post your completed project onto this original Facebook post by midnight, Sunday, January 30th, you will have the chance to win this book and this really super soft, super fun little stuffed cactus that you would get to keep as well. So make sure you post your completed project onto our Facebook page by Sunday the 30th for a chance to win these great prizes. Now let's get crafting. Okay, so this month to go with our book, we're going to be creating a 3D paper cactus, and I think it's super cute. It's fun how it pops up off the top of the paper, and it looks a lot more complicated than it is. So you're going to need to grab your craft kit. You'll also want a pair of scissors, some glue or sticky tape, and a black marker or black crayon. So gather up those supplies and we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to put our sample off to the side, and I'll take you through step by step. First of all, you're going to want your 3 pieces of green construction paper and your template. Your template is a pattern to use for your cactus arms and your cactus body. You're going to need 2 arms, and you're going to need to cut out 3 of the body section. So you have 3 sheets of construction paper. If you work it out right, you can actually create the cactus using just 2, but I wanted to give you 3 just in case. So your first step is going to be to cut out 2 arms and 3 green cactus bodies. So that will end up looking like this. 1, 2, 3, and 2 arms. After you get that cut, you can place it off to the side. You also have a sheet of blue paper in your craft kit for the background. Your blue might be a different shade than mine. We had a variety pack of blues, so some of you might have lighter blue and some a little darker blue. You also have some yellow paper, which would make your sandy background. Often in the desert, you'll see a lot of sand or pebbles, and so that's what this represents. Now, you can either leave your sand straight across, or you can give it a little bit of a wave. So I'm going to make my ground just a little bit uneven, and I'm going to add a bit of a wavy texture to my background. So it's really a matter of what you prefer. Anything is good. So after you have your sandy background the way that you like it, you can go ahead and add some glue and stick that down onto your blue paper. That way you're ready to adhere your cactus onto the paper. So that's what the starting point looks like. Okay. So after you have that done, I'm going to put that off to the side, and then we're going to go back to that cactus. So you have all of these cactus parts. So you have 3 of them for the body and then the 2 arms. To get started, what you will do is take a cactus body and you are going to fold it in half. And it's the long way, or the way that looks kind of like a hot dog bun. And put a really good crease in there. So it looks like this. So see, kind of like a little hot dog bun for you. You're going to want to do that for all 3 of your cactus body pieces. So fold those in half with a really good crease. The better your crease, the easier it's going to be to stick them together. So all 3 of those. Very good. I can tell you guys are creasing quite well. So there we have what looks like 3 hot dog buns. Now we're going to stick them together to make them 3-dimensional. So this is kind of a fun part. So you're going to take your cactus, lean it to the side so it opens towards your left, and push it down and put glue on that one side. Then you're going to take this one, face the same direction, and lay it directly on top of that other piece. So just right exactly on top of each other, and press it down really well. Good job. You're going to do that again. And again, take that folded side with the opening to your left and match it up and press it down really well. You might even press it down, hold it, and count to 10 so you know that it sticks together really, really well. Push it, push it, push it. And then when you open it up gently, there you have your cactus. So it looks similar, but a little bit different because we need to add the lines and the prickles on. So this is where your black marker, black crayon, and your white crayon are going to come in handy. So I'm going to put the little lines on my cactus. So here we have the arms. And so I'm going to kind of do one like down the middle and off to the side. So kind of like this. And the same thing on this one, just to give it a little texture. Cactus are a little bit wavy, bumpy, have texture. So do your arms. Then when it's time to do your body, you can open it up and kind of do the same thing. Down the middle and add some lines. Then fold it over to the next opening and kind of do that same thing. And one more. It gives it a little bit of texture. Super. So after you do that, you are going to take your white crayon, and if you've ever seen a cactus or succulent, a lot of them have little prickles on them. So I'm just going to go through and put some little X's around on my green paper to make it look like the sharp pokies that are on those cactuses. So go ahead and add those on the arms of your cactus, and then go ahead and go through the body area and just randomly put X's around for your prickles. Now, your cactus can have a few prickles or it can have a lot of prickles. It's just kind of whatever you like the best. You remember Hank had prickles in our story. And some of you might have some cactus at your house. Maybe you have little or large ones. If you've ever visited Arizona, oh goodness, they have them everywhere, and they have beautiful botanical gardens where you can see many, many different varieties of the plants. So lots of fun. So here is the parts to your cactus. The next thing you will do is put a little glue at the base of one of the arms and then stick it to the back side. And you're going to do the same thing on the other. I'm going to put one of mine kind of high and one kind of low to match my sample. So it looks like this. Our next step is going to be to glue our cactus onto the paper. And you might have it where it's just a little bit large and it's hanging off to the side, and that is fine. Mine is doing the same thing. So I'm going to, on the back side, add glue. And again, you can use tape if you would prefer, just kind of whatever you like best, or a tape runner. We've used a lot of those in the past. And you can glue your cactus onto your paper. Very good. Get it on there good and tight, and then you can kind of pop those up, and so you have that three-dimensional. Lastly, we're going to add the little flowers on there. So you do have two different shades of pink tissue paper. So go ahead and put a little blob of glue on your cactus, and then you're going to take one of your pieces of tissue paper and just kind of wad it up and push it down and scrunch it. Hold it, maybe count to 3 or 5, and then you have a little flower there. So I'm just going to make mine match the sample, and I think I'll use the light pink up top. So just crinkle that paper up, or it kind of just looks like a little flower. Hold it onto the top, and that'll stick nice. Okay, and then one more on this side I think we'll do. There we have some little flowers. And voila, we have a cactus. So there you go. Now don't forget, if you would like a chance to win a copy of the book and the stuffed cactus, make sure that you have mom or dad help you post a picture of your creation. You don't have to be in the picture with it. You can have just your craft if you prefer. Post it on our Facebook page by midnight, Sunday, January 30th. And we will be using the computer to randomly select a winner for us. And we will post that right on that link as well. We'll let you know who won. And somebody is going to go home with a great prize. Thank you so much for crafting with us today. We hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you at the library.